Right. Good morning to everyone, 10th class students. I am going to start a new lesson, that is chapter 2, chemical equations. Right now, a particular chemical reaction denoted with shorthand notation or symbolic representation. A particular chemical reaction. Okay. So, what is chemical equation? Right. Chemical equation is but what? A particular chemical reaction. A particular chemical reaction denoted with symbolic representation or shorthand notation. Denoted with shorthand notation. Shorthand notation in bracket symbolic representation. A particular chemical reaction denoted with symbolic representation. Denoted with symbolic representation is called as chemical equation. Is called as chemical equation. Right. Now, what is chemical reaction? Okay, chemical reaction is what? It is the composition of two molecules at atomic level, or it is the dissociation of a single molecule into two molecules in atomic level can be called as chemical reaction. For example, what is chemical reaction? For example, formation of water. Formation of water is nothing but what? It is a type of chemical reaction. Formation of water. Right. Here, what happened here? Hydrogen, when it is going to be reacted with the oxygen. Okay. 1 mole of hydrogen will react with the elementary oxygen. It reacts with the elementary oxygen or half mole of oxygen. Then it is going to form what? H2O water. Here formation of water is nothing but what? It is a chemical reaction. Formation of water is nothing but what? Chemical reaction. This chemical reaction shown with what is that? A symbolic representation. Okay, H2 is a symbol for hydrogen. O2 is a symbol for oxygen. It is forming what? Water, H2O. Like that. What it is saying here? Chemical equation nothing but a particular chemical reaction denoted with shorthand notation or symbolic representation is called as chemical equation. Right. So what happened here? In any reaction, okay, actually reactions are two types. One is physical reaction, another one is chemical reaction. Simply I am going to say in any reaction, two changes are going to be occur. Okay, in any reaction, changes are two types. Changes are of two types. One is what? Physical change. Another one is what? Chemical change. What is physical change? In any physical change, what will happen? Size changes, shape changes, and color. Sometimes color also changes. Okay, so size, shape, okay, and state of the substance, okay, is going to be changed. Or physical change is what? Size, shape, color is going to be changed. That is called what? Physical change. Okay, I am going to say now. Actually, water. Okay, water always what? Okay, it is water is in the form of three types. That is what? Solid. Solid is what? Ice is there. Water is liquid. liquid state. Okay, right. Next, what will happen? Ice. Ice is a solid state. Okay, what is the liquid state? Water vapor. Water vapor is nothing but what? This is gaseous state. Okay, all these are having different types. Here, physical change only occurring here. Solid ice. Okay, state changes: solid, liquid, water vapor, gaseous state. Like that, shape, size, color. Sometimes it is going to be changed. That is called what? Physical change. Right. Next, chemical change. What is the chemical change? Right. If the substance, if the composition of the substance, okay, the composition of the substance changes. The composition of the substance changes. Okay, the composition of the substance change. The composition of the substance change. Then automatically, that is called as what? Chemical change. Right. Here, chemical change is what? It is a irreversible reaction. Okay, it is a irreversible reaction. Chemical change is what? Irreversible reaction. What does it mean? For example, calcium oxide. Okay, quicklime, it is called what? Calcium oxide is a powder form. Okay, when it is going to be react with the water, or when it is dissolved in the water, then automatically it is going to form calcium hydroxide, CaOH, taken twice. Right. So CaO, when it is going to react with the water, then it is form what? Calcium hydroxide, CaOH, taken twice. Right. So here what happened? Calcium oxide is different. Calcium oxide is different properties when compared with the calcium hydroxide. Right. Why? What is the reason? Here two reactants combine together a different form of calcium hydroxide. Means when we compare with this properties of calcium hydroxide with the calcium oxide or water, they may not same. Like that, if the properties will be changes, a particular substance properties is going to be changes and its molecular formula changes, then it is called what? Chemical change. What is physical change? Physical change is a reversible change. It is a reversible change. Here physical change is reversible change. Why? Because water that may be present in the ice, it may be present in the liquid, it may be present in the vapor, water vapor, that is in the form of gas. Solid, liquid, gaseous. Three forms are present for this particular water. One is solid, another is what? Liquid, another is what? Gas. Okay, these three forms having only single formula, that is water. But here the formula composition for what? Chemical formula of a compound is going to be changed. At that moment, it is called as chemical change. Right. Now, chemical change examples already given in your book. Okay, what will be the chemical changes examples? Digestion of food. Okay, when the food digested in your body, in your stomach, that is what? Chemical change, digestion of food. Okay, in this what happens? Heat produces, energy produces. Okay, right, and different type of food particles, different type of substances will be separated due to the effect of the what? Digestion of food. Means heat produces, energy produces, different types of substances separated with one another. Then it is also a chemical change. Burning of crackers. Okay, burning of crackers at the time of Diwali. Okay, we are going to burn the crackers. Okay, at that moment what will happen? Heat produces. Sometimes it can do the sound. Okay, the cracker. Okay, Lakshmi bomb. okay, Lipogaya bomb, that what we are going to call, okay, it produces heat, sound, and sometimes light also, it is also what burning of crackers also chemical change. Okay, examples of chemical change or chemical reaction, right now. Respiration, right? Respiration, it is also chemical change. And photosynthesis reaction in plants, that is also a type of biochemical reaction, means chemical substances will be formed in this photosynthesis reaction. Okay, powdered lime added to water, just now I told, powdered lime added to water, powdered lime added to water, that is CaO, calcium oxide mixed with the water. Just now I have written that equation also. Ripening of fruits, right? Combustion of the substances, any substance, it is going to be fired or burned. Okay, that is also a type of chemical reaction, combustion of the substances, right? Rust formation of iron, okay, it is also chemical reaction. Ferric oxide is going to be formed, rust formation of iron, okay, right? You are going to get all these things in the form of chemical equations, okay, in further lesson, right? Now, what is chemical reaction? Chemical equation, or what is a chemical equation? Okay, means a symbolic representation going to be shown by a particular formula. Okay, then it is going to be called as chemical equation. Okay, these are the examples of chemical equations. Okay, there is reaction of food, burning of crackers, respiration, photosynthesis, powdered lime added to water, ripening of fruits, combustion of the substances, formation of iron. Okay, these are the examples for chemical change or chemical reactions. Okay, now what is chemical reaction? Chemical reaction, it is going to be written in the form of formula, then it is going to be called as chemical equation, right? So chemical reaction, right? So what is that? The new substances are formed with different properties completely, right? In any chemical reaction, okay, in any chemical reaction. What is chemical reaction? Actually, what is chemical reaction? In any chemical reaction, new substances are formed. New substances are formed due to combination of due to association of two substances or dissociation of single substance. Dissociation of single substance. Right. I will give two more examples for this chemical reaction. What I said, in any chemical reaction, new substances are formed. New substances are formed. Due to how they are going to be formed? They are going to be formed association of two substances or dissociation of single substance into new substance. Okay, right. For example, association. Hydrogen is a particular substance. Okay, this hydrogen is going to be associated with the oxygen and forming water. It is a new substance. Right. For example, calcium carbonate. Okay, calcium carbonate CaCO2. When we heat it up in high temperature, then automatically it is going to be break down into two new substances. Here, this is above reaction is association of two substances. Below reaction is dissociation of a single substance. Okay, right. CaCO3. Decomposition or dissociation. Due to the decomposition or dissociation of the calcium carbonate into two forms, that is calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Okay, like that. Any chemical reaction. Okay, what is chemical reaction? Chemical reaction is going to forming the new substances by the association of two substances or dissociation of single substance. It is going to form new substance, that is called chemical reaction. Every chemical reaction denoted with okay, a different type of shorthand notation or symbolic representation, then it is going to be called as chemical equation. So chemical reaction is represented with chemical equation. Chemical reaction is represented with the chemical equation. So chemical reaction is first. After that, it is going to be followed by the chemical equation. First chemical reaction important, after chemical equation will come. Right. Now, we are going to entering into activity 1. Okay, till now up to that chemical reaction we have completed some of introduction. Right. Now we are going to tell about the activities. What is the first activity? Okay, in this activity 1, actually how does we have to write the activity? Right. First aim, we have to write aim. Right. What is the aim in the first activity? To prove that calcium oxide added to water is an exothermic reaction. Okay. What is the aim? Aim to prove that calcium oxide is added to water is an exothermic reaction. Right. Next, what are the requirements we need for this? Okay, that is apparatus. Requirement what? Apparatus. What here? What we require? One is what? Two beakers. Glass rod, comma, spatula. Spatula means a spoon. Right. Calcium oxide powder, CaO powder, and water. Right. What is the next? Red litmus paper also. Okay, red litmus paper. HCl powder, comma, water and red litmus paper. Right. Now, procedure. How to conduct the experiment. That is the what? Procedure. Procedure means how to conduct the experiment. Right. How we are going to conduct the experiment? Take 2 grams of quicklime in a beaker. Okay, take one beaker. Take one beaker. In this beaker, what we are going to take? We are going to take 2 grams of calcium oxide. Calcium oxide. Okay, I added 2 grams of calcium oxide. Okay, to this add 10 ml of water. To this add 10 ml of water H2. Right. Then automatically what will happen? After few seconds, if you touch the beaker, okay, then the beaker is going to be somewhat hard in nature. The beaker is going to be somewhat hard in nature. Right? Hard in nature. So what we have here? Calcium oxide CaO, when it is going to be added to water H2O, then automatically it is going to form a white lime water, that is CaOH taken twice. Okay, this is heat energy producing reaction. That's why this is an exothermic reaction. So, what is observation here? Next we have to write a step. Observation. What is observation? When we touch the beaker, it is hot in nature. Okay, when I observe that when we touch the beaker, that is hot in nature. Right. So, it's what activity 1. That is conclusion. What is the conclusion here? At last, I have concluded that calcium oxide added to water is an exothermic reaction. Last conclusion is what? I have concluded that. Last what you have write? Conclusion. I have concluded that calcium oxide added to water is an exothermic reaction. Right. This is, we have reached to the aim. Okay. This is what activity 1. Right. Activity 2 you can take now. Activity 2. Take 100 ml of water in a beaker, dissolve a small quantity of sodium sulfate in it. Okay, activity 2. Simply take a beaker. Okay, in a beaker, you have to take 100 ml of water. First, 100 ml of water. Right. To this water, add a small quantity of sodium sulfate, Na2SO4. These formulas are very important. Sodium sulfate, nothing but what? Na2SO4, sodium sulfate. Right. In this beaker, we have taken sodium sulfate solution. What does it mean? It is a sodium sulfate solution, Na2SO4. Right. Second beaker, we have to take another beaker. In that also, right? I am going to take another beaker. That is what? That is what? Second beaker. In another beaker, 100 ml of water. 100 ml of water. Right. To this 100 ml of water, again we have to add BaCl2, barium chloride powder. Barium chloride powder. Right. Now, if both are mixed, this first beaker is consisting sodium sulfate solution. Second beaker is consisting BaCl2 solution. Okay. If this sodium sulfate solution is going to be mixing with the barium chloride, it is going to be mixing with the barium chloride, then automatically a new solution is going to be formed. Okay. How does it form? It is going to form due to the effect of a chemical reaction. It is going to be formed due to the effect of a chemical reaction. That is Na2SO4 sodium sulfate when it is mixed with the BaCl2 barium chloride, right? Barium chloride, then automatically it is going to form BaSO4 barium sulfate. It is a white precipitate barium sulfate and 2NaCl. 2NaCl sodium chloride 2NaCl. Okay, it is what chemical equation. This reaction consisting which reaction? Which equation? This chemical equation. Na2SO4 plus BaCl is equals to BaSO4 plus 2NaCl sodium chloride. Right? Is it clear now? Right. Next, activity 3. Now about activity 3. Right? Take a conical flask. Take a conical flask. In this conical flask, okay, we are going to add 5 ml of dilute hydrochloric acid. 5 ml of dilute hydrochloric acid, HCl, hydrochloric acid. Okay, this is dilute hydrochloric acid. Right. To this we are going to add what? We are going to add zinc granules. Zinc granules. Okay. Zinc granules nothing but these are somewhat particles. Okay. Some different particles. Zinc granules. Okay. These zinc granules when it is dissolved in the 2HCl hydrochloric acid, then automatically it is going to give a type of colorless gas comes out from this. Colorless gas comes out from this. Okay, when this colorless gas coming out to this conical flask, at that time, if you keep a burning mastic, okay, this burning mastic due to the evaporation of the colorless gas to this burning mastic, that burning mastic is going to be put off with the oxide. And put off. It is going to be put off. It is going to be put off with the oxide. Okay. So Zn react with the 2HCl gives rise to ZnCl2 zinc chloride plus H2 gas. Hydrogen gas comes out through this reaction. Right. Is it clear now? Zinc, Zn. When react with the hydrochloric acid, it forms zinc chloride and hydrogen gas. This hydrogen gas, how we are going to be recognize this hydrogen gas? We are going to recognize this hydrogen gas, presence of hydrogen gas due to the effect of the off sound. Okay, mastic is going to put up the off sound. Denotes what? Presence of hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas presence means what? It is going to put up a particular file with the off sound. Okay, is it clear now? Right? So now chemical changes are two types based on the heat releasing. When heat released in a particular reaction, heat released in a particular reaction, then that is called as exothermic reaction. That is what? Exothermic reaction. Right. To any chemical reaction, heat we are going to heat absorbed by the chemical reaction. Heat absorbed by the chemical reaction. Heat absorbed by chemical reaction. Heat absorbed by chemical reaction. Then it is going to be called as endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction. Right. Is it clear now? We are going to start next class. That is what is chemical equation. Okay, everything how to write the chemical equation we are going to discuss in the next class. Right.